Listen, alcohol is just out in 2024. There is a rising trend of going alcohol-free or being sober curious, and alcohol, the truth is, it's just bad for you and can famously impair your sex life. So if you're looking for another way to unwind, relax, or just have fun, I cannot recommend Via's THC gummies enough. Via has gummies for every occasion. Whether it's to improve your sleep, I love their sleep gummies. I take them everywhere. Your mood or your focus. They even have an aphrodisiac gummy called High Love to boost my arousal levels. High Love has a unique blend of cannabinoids and aphrodisiac exotic herbs that are known for their libido enhancing effects. So I've been using Via for a while now, and I absolutely love them. They're a super trusted company. They use premium hemp, natural ingredients, and they're known for their premium indoor THCA flower. All their products are made here in the US. They got quick and discreet shipping to all 50 states, so you can all enjoy them, not to worry. And also super affordable. So head over to viahemp.com and use code Emily at checkout to save 15% off your order. That's VIIAHEMP.com. Use code Emily at checkout for 15% off your order and let me know what you think. Urinary tract infections are extremely common. Around 1 in 2 women and 1 in 20 men will get a UTI in their lifetime. Plus, once you've had one UT challenge, you're way more susceptible to another in the future. That's why you just need Just Thrive's UT123. This product can actually prevent UTIs while maintaining your urinary tract health. UT123 targets both immediate and long-term relief. We've all heard to drink cranberry juice for your urinary tract, but did you know that for the full effects, you need the whole cranberry? Not just juice, but the skin, flesh, and even the seeds. Well, UT123 uses superior ingredients that utilizes the whole fruit. This supplement truly is the full package. So if you're someone who struggles with the constant urge to urinate, a burning feeling when you pee, pelvic pain, or just want to be proactive in your urinary health, Just Thrive is for you. Just Thrive is so confident you'll love their product that there is a 100% money-back guarantee on every purchase made through justthrivehealth.com. And for a limited time, you can save 20% off site-wide at justthrivehealth.com with promo code SEXWithEmily. That's justthrivehealth.com and use code SEXWithEmily for 20% off your order. You're going to love it. Hey everyone, thanks for listening to Sex with Emily. I need to tell you about one of the great companies that's keeping my show free. Crazy Girl is an amazing product line that, well, makes you want to get naked. Crazy Girl's Wanna Be Naked Intimate Shave Cream, also known as their infamous Coochie Cream, will make you crazy happy because it prevents ingrown hairs and shave bumps. It's especially good for all those tender places. If you want to get the Wanna Be Naked Intimate Shave Cream or any of the other amazing products at crazygirlproducts.com, like their Orgasm Gel and Diva Dust, use coupon code Emily25 for 25% off anything. That makes the shave cream only $13. Do you know how expensive a wax is? That's coupon code Emily25 for 25% off anything at crazygirlproducts.com. Or you can visit sexwithemily.com and get all the info you need there. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the show.
Look into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, you got a boyfriend? Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's got to have her standards. Oh, my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, it feels so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But you know, Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
You're listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, go to sexwithemily.com. And a lot of you might be at sexwithemily.com watching the show live. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We appreciate it. And for watching the new show, which is awesome. We love it. And thanks to everyone who's become a Friends with Benefits member. Today's show, we'll be reading your emails that you sent to feedback at sexwithemily.com. Or a lot of people, you can find me on Facebook and Twitter, Sex with Emily. That's always a fun way to get in touch. Topics on today's show from feedback from the emails are how to get or have a threesome, how Kegel Camp can help change the Minuteman, is emotional infidelity cheating, being attracted to older men, and female ejaculation, which is a very popular question we get asked. So we're going to get into that today. And we'll also be talking about we're talking about hygiene, okay? So I've done a lot of shows where I've asked people, what is like the big number, your number one turnoff? I used to ask all my guests, what's your number one turnoff? And everyone said bad breath, odor, be a body odor, whatever. So today is a hygiene show. We're going to tell you how your hygiene might be affecting your sex life negatively and how to turn that around. For example, we'll be talking some things that you might never even think about, like your semen. We could make your semen taste better. We can tell you what you need to do, and some of the challenges with hygiene, and for women too. Whether some foods you can eat, things you can do. So we're going to get into that later. And of course, some sex in the news. So, okay, as I talked about yesterday, I was so excited because I have these amazing interns, Kelsey, Aaron, and Michelle. They're amazing. And I decided we should go on field trips. Like, this is part of the whole Sex with Emily experience is doing, I want them to learn about sex and to experience a lot of different things. So we were going to an oral sex class at Good Vibrations. If you've never been to Good Vibrations, it's an amazing sex store in San Francisco. And it's one of these really cool sex stores that, like growing up in Michigan, the sex stores were always like these crazy weird things on the side of the road. They were more like peep shows for men to come in and like show their, like to go in and like pay a quarter and watch a movie. And then there was like sleazy sex toys. And but I moved to San Francisco and I was like, oh my God, Good Vibrations. You can go in there. You can say to them, I really want to learn how to have a G-spot orgasm. And then they have like 100 vibrate and you just feel safe and comfortable and warm and happy. And my interns hadn't all been there. So that's where we went to the class and we showed up very excited to take our oral sex class, which promised to teach us about fellatio and cunnilingus. We got there only to find out that the class was canceled because not enough people had registered online at first. Apparently we were supposed to register online, which we didn't do, but several people showed up. We were all there. We were all like, we're here for the class, but we didn't register. So the teacher didn't show up. Okay, so what happened is it ended up being a hilarious night. Hey, Menace.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm like getting caught up every day trying to get up here. Like
Is
this
it
time
hard?
it was a water guy that had like seriously like 15
Totally fine.
water jugs. Anyways,
It's good to
so
see
tell
you.
me the story.
I just was starting the story.
With it.
Okay, Menace. We went to Good Vibrations. I love
Yeah.
Good Vibrations. And interns were in my little mini. We're driving. We're blasting music. We're so psyched. We're going to the oral sex class.
Yeah.
And we get there and it's canceled. Because not enough people registered.
Well, did they find out because a woman is teaching it and she
No,
can't really
no,
teach
no,
you
no.
on how to give a blowjob?
No, that was not why.
Oh,
That was
okay.
because, so I'm in sex school. I haven't been going lately. I'm getting my PhD in human sexuality and I talk
Gotta
about that.
finish that.
I know, but I don't have time to go to this semester, but a lot of my friends from sex school are in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 3 times a year and students fly in from all over the world and they are in town. So 2 of my friends from sex school happened to be at Good Vibrations as well. And it was hilarious because we were all like, they're very out there as you can imagine. Like I honestly, around my sex school friends, I kind of feel like a prude.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit. Like,
Well, yeah, I've met them before and they're
out there.
get down.
I know. So I was like, okay. So it was great for my interns. We just were all playing around all the toys at Good Vibrations. Like we were just having fun and laughing. And then my friend from sex school decides that she wants to buy a strap-on with a
I
dildo.
think I know which one this is. Go ahead.
Which friend this is?
Yeah, the one that was been on the show before.
No,
right?
no.
No?
No,
Oh.
not her, not Sarah. That's the Sarah show. People can
Yeah.
go back and look for the Sarah show. It's on our website. No, this is another one. I can't say her name. I'm going to call her Stacy. So Stacy's like, I always wanted a strap on, and she bought a little dildo that goes on it because she's always wanted to penetrate a man or a woman with it.
Does it like twist on? How does
It
it
twists
get
on. It twists
What?
on to the strap on. Yeah. So my interns, like, eyes wide open. I don't think they'd had ever really met many people like my sex school friends. It was very fun. So then we bought the strap on and bought some toys and we decided we were going to go get dinner. And we went to get dinner and drinks at a Thai restaurant because I figured we'll just talk about blowjobs, right? At dinner because they're like experts. And so, we're all experts. I guess, we're in sex school. So we went and we talked about a lot of things. And it was really interesting because one of the women in the class, one of my interns asked her, said, what is the craziest sexual thing you've ever done? It was like being on the Sex Assembly show. So she got into her story about this orgy that she was in.
I was just going to say orgy.
How'd you know? Ding, ding, ding. Orgy.
Uh-huh.
And
Was she in the Houston 500?
no,
or
she doesn't live
whatever?
here. She lives out of the country.
Yeah.
No, she's a foreigner. I don't know if I should say where she's from because
Okay.
she's going to be on the
That's
show.
fine. You already gave it.
Whatevs. So she's amazing. No, I was going to say because
Yeah.
it's so her, but I'm not going to say where she's from. Point doesn't matter. She was in an orgy. She said it was her first time. She was at like a play party, and these play parties, like I've been to these sex parties before, and there's usually a lot of rules around them. Like only couples can come, only couples can go together, and then single women. But like you can't have sketchy single guys because every single guy is going to want to go to a sex party. So there's like, you know, when you have play parties or sex parties, there's always these rules. So she said that she met this guy at the party, and he was like very gentle with her and said like, what do you want to experience? And she's like, you know, I want to be spanked. And so he was spanking her, and then then they got on the bed, and like one thing led to another. And then there was like different people just kind of coming up and doing she was having sex with different people. But every time he was like her safe place, and he would like check in. He'd be like, do you mind if this person comes? Do you mind if this person? And then she said it was like this crazy out of body experience, which they call what were they calling it again, Kelsey? The
wacky room.
No, it's a sex term. It's like you're in the this like submerged place, like you're in I can't believe it's no. It's like this out of body nirvana experience that I can't. There's a sexual term for it, but anyway, you get into this place and you are just like because we asked like, what did it feel like, and she's like, it's just like this crazy blissful whatever. You don't know if you're coming or going. And there's people, having
like
sex with you from all sides and all places.
Did it feel like a place where her parents would be proud? Is that the kind of place it would be?
Oh, let's not judge. Parents.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
Would her parents be proud? No, probably not. Or they're probably like, this is what I raised. How do you think my parents feel? Not that I'm in orgies often. So anyway, it was fun. So we actually did get educated on sex, but we just didn't really but we talked about oral sex too, and we did a little video on it because some of my friends gave their own sex tips. So that video is going to be posted this week. It was oral sex tips from women. So, if you'd like to give an oral sex tip, Menace, since you think that men are better giving them.
I wasn't prepared.
Just give one.
I'm not prepared.
Okay, what makes it good? Okay, if someone is performing oral sex on you.
Okay, don't be too soft. Too soft is terrible. Don't be too gentle.
Some men like it really gentle.
Well, they're pussies.
No, they're not. No, that's how different men are. That's interesting. But for you, if a woman is with you, she should be hard and fast. And
more aggressive.
More aggressive.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the ones that are like barely doing anything, then you shouldn't even bother.
Don't even bother.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do if you're having a bad oral sex experience? You just like, don't bother. He's like, yank her hair up. And you're like, just.
Yeah, like, let's move and do something else.
Right. You're like, it's not working for me. Game over.
Suck at that.
Okay.
No pun intended.
What'd you say? You suck at that?
You suck at that.
Right. Or don't suck at that. Yeah. Right. Got it.
So what else is going on in your life?
A lot of things are going on in my life.
It's hump day.
It is hump day. So I should probably have sex today, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
What do you have planned for the day?
I have planned for the day. I'm going to dinner. I'm going to dinner with a friend who is
a guy.
No, a girl. Just an early dinner with someone I used to work with. And we're going to South Park, which is right down the street. Such a beautiful day in San Francisco. We saw so many hot guys. So every day I walk here with my interns from my office, which is like 10 minutes away. We walk to the Stitcher studio where we are at right now. Stitcher is an amazing app that you have to download for your smartphone right now. And you can listen to all the Sex with Emily episodes on demand on your smartphone. It's the most amazing app, except for my app, Kegel Camp, which is also a great app. What were you saying? So I was saying.
You were saying.
I forget who was talking. Guess what? It's usually me. So I was talking, so we were walking in the street and when the sun comes out, I remember this from college, like whenever, like it was like winter and cold. I went to school in Michigan and it'd be like, everyone just looks bad. Like everyone's just like cold and you're bundled up. And then all of a sudden summer. So now it's like it's like summer outside. And I was like, oh my God, Kelsey, did you see all those hot guys that just walked by? There was like 7 in a row. It was crazy. It was because it's sunny and people are just radiant. We're so happy to have the sunshine.
Yeah, they women started wearing less clothing.
Exactly.
And you just recognize them just everywhere.
Right? Do you notice
because
that?
Because sometimes, like, you get in a slump and you're like, man, this place is the worst place. There is no chicks here. You know?
Sevens think they're tens. That's what my friend says about women in San Francisco.
Definitely, they do.
Sevens think they're tens.
bad.
So it's typically attractive women in San Francisco. I didn't know. I don't think that's true. I think there's beautiful women in San Francisco. I don't think you can judge a city on that. But my friend likes to joke that the sevens think they're tens.
I want to tweet that right now.
You do?
The reason I was on my phone right now.
I love it when Menace has to explain to me, like, I swear this is why I was on my phone.
No, I was on my phone. I was tweeting to tell people to watch right now. That's why. My phone died when I walked in, so I wasn't able to do that.
Oh, do you want to tweet it on my phone?
No, I already did it. That's why I was on my phone. Hello. Anyways, can I switch to the subject that I was thinking about last night? And I don't want you to automatically say no. I want you to really think about it and give a response. Like, look deep into it, okay?
Wow, okay.
All right? This is a little mini subject that I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
When a girl says to a guy, we should get a drink sometime, that means she wants to sleep with you, right? Come on. She doesn't just want to have a drink.
Well, unless it's a work thing and she's trying to get your business.
Yeah. But if it's not a work thing.
It's just a random chick that you kind of know and you're friends with.
But even if it's a work thing, she shouldn't say a drink. She should, we should go.
We should get lunch or have a meeting or get coffee.
Yeah, she shouldn't say drink.
Let's get a drink sometime means that she wants to sleep with you probably eventually. Or she's interested in getting to know you more. And she probably wants to eventually have sex with you if she finds you attractive and appealing.
So getting a drink is an open door.
I think saying like, hey, we should get a drink sometime is a way of saying like, I'm into you.
Let's have sex.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Eventually. It could lead to sex or it could lead to her being like, oh, so did a girl say this to you?
No. Well, I mean, girls say that all the time.
Oh, excuse me.
But
so
I just wanted to
whatever.
bring
Yeah,
that
me
up.
too. All the time. Guys say that to me.
Of course they say that. Like, let's go get a drink.
Not
that
always.
means let's bang.
Okay, so did this happen to you? That someone just asked you last night?
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying people have been saying that like,
oh, this is like a thing, like a conversation you have with people.
Yeah.
Got it.
People say
yeah,
that all
I
the
think
time.
that if someone says to you, or if a guy says to me, we should get a drink sometime, I automatically think, yeah, you want to bone me.
Yeah.
Eventually.
But I'm just saying the other way around when a chick says
yes,
it too.
for sure.
Cool. So we confirm that.
I mean, I don't think
let's
that...
get a drink means let's have
let me tell you
sex.
something. Unless there's something she wants from you. Work, tickets to a concert. Let's just say it's Menace. She wants some publicity for her company. Like, she wants some work. If there's like something, she wants a job, she wants something.
Yeah, but
otherwise,
chicks want to put in that work to say, let's get a drink, and then try to ask me for
Sometimes
tickets.
you really
they just
have work.
ask me.
Sometimes you really have work meetings. Sometimes you really do. But if there's no work related, they want to. She finds you attractive and says, let's get a drink. She didn't say like, let's get
I
brunch.
don't want to hang out with some chick and talk about work.
No, but I'm
the hell
saying
wants
if
to
there's
do
a
that?
no one wants to, but if that's what she wants you for. So anyway, that's good, Menace. So you're going to go out with her for a drink?
No, I'm saying no one said that. I'm just saying.
Oh, no one said that? Do you want to get a drink sometime?
Oh, my God. You're killing me.
We did get a drink sometime. We did. We've been drinking lately.
I know. Drinking is fun. I like it. Except for we explained the last bar we went to, there was like 15 boys in their underwear.
I know.
You know, nothing against it. It's just not my thing. You know, maybe we can
We
find
were at a gay bar.
Next time we can go to a bar where there's, 15 chicks dancing around.
Right, naked. I'm
Naked.
sure that
Except
exists.
for that costs too much money. At least
It
at
does.
this gay bar, the drinks were 2 for $1.
I can get us into Mitchell Brothers anytime.
I can get into Mitchell Brothers anytime.
But that's not what you want. You don't like strip clubs, do you? I can't
No,
remember.
I don't.
I get
They're
confused with
stupid.
you. I'm like, I know you don't like porn and you don't like strip clubs.
Yeah, because the strip clubs are the biggest, like, blue balls, dry hump, ridiculous thing.
Right.
Where people spend hundreds of dollars for some girl to, like, rub against you. That is so stupid.
Right. You might as well pay a
Fellas,
prostitute.
Fellas, dude, pay like, okay, I don't know, it's like $25 now. Take a chick to a movie, maybe got a chance that you'll actually have sex with them.
Would you be psyched if we went to a place in the city, then a bar we walked in and women were all like dancing scantily clad in like lingerie? That would have been cool.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't like be
Would've
like
been better
gawking.
than-
I
right.
wouldn't be like gawking at chicks, but
Right.
I'm like, oh, that's
But that'd be
kinda
cool.
fun.
Right. Probably a little cheesy, but it could be cool. Got it. Okay.
It's called Hooters anyways.
It's called Hooters, exactly. I have a Hooters t-shirt. And I wear it to the gym all the time just because it's one of my favorite t-shirts to work out in. But I wonder if people know that I'm like being ironic. Like I'm not really a Hooters girl. But it's a Hooters, it's the real shirt
They
they
probably
wear.
think you work there.
They probably do, but I don't look like a Hooters chick. I don't have like big boobs like that or anything.
I dated a Hooters girl.
Yeah, of course you did.
She was from Alabama.
What was she like?
She was really cool. Southern chick. Cooked me dinner and stuff like
Wow,
that.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. Hooters chick.
You
yeah.
would never cook me dinner, and you don't even have food at your house.
I know. I have no food at my house whatsoever.
When's the last time you cooked a guy?
I never have in my entire life.
Are you?
I've never made a meal for a man. I've never provided for a male
Wow.
in that way.
You are
With
a
food.
keeper.
Well, it's funny. I was just talking to my friend who's a chef. She might even be watching right now. Adina, shout out to you. Love you. So I was talking to her about today's topic, which I already said, but I'm going to tell you again.
Emily
because,
doesn't cook.
yeah. Well, it kind of came up that way.
All right.
This is how it came up. No, I don't cook. Like I don't eat bad. Like there's a Whole Foods block from my house, but I've never cooked anything in my life. I know just like I never got around to it, never learned. It's not like I'm a bad cook. I just never tried to cook.
Yeah.
But we were talking about this topic of the show because she is a holistic chef and she does these cleanses.
More hippie crap.
She does all these, no, she's amazing. She does all these cleanses and she cleanses people. And I was asking her about hygiene because our show topic today, our sex tips that we're getting into later is hygiene. All about hygiene and sex and how the number one turnoff is like people are like bad breath, but also how you can actually change I wanted to confirm with her, like, can you change, because there is a lot of information online that you can change the taste of your semen and women, if you were into that. And women can change their taste, how they taste. Like you are what you eat, the foods that you eat. And she was like, if you're eating toxic foods, then you're going to, that's how you're going to taste. It could be more toxic. So that's what we were talking about, food and hygiene. How did that even wrap around?
I don't know.
No, but what did you say? What did you say a second ago?
I was saying how you don't cook.
I don't cook. So then she said to me, Emily, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to get there. Ready?
Yes.
We were talking about taste of semen, and then we got into the taste of semen. I'm like, but I've tasted semen, and I don't think in my life, in my career, I don't think I could ever say, oh, his semen was particularly good, or this semen was particularly bad, or this one was more like pineapple-esque, and this one had a little mango flavor. Like, I don't think, I can't remember that. And she says, well, you don't cook, and maybe you're not as sophisticated. I said, yeah, maybe you need like a semen, like an acquired palate for semen, like to really taste the difference between it all. So we were talking about that.
Other than
that was my conversation this morning with my friend. She's like, am I on the air? I'm like, no, I just actually really needed to talk to you about this.
All right, so you don't cook and you don't do anything else. Other than sex, what can you bring to a relationship?
That's a great question. We should call up some of my exes. I have great tasting semen. No.
You do?
I have no,
I think
exactly. No, I think I bring a lot to the table. Just all right. I'm entertaining.
Do you clean?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Sort of. Sometimes.
Oh no, you're not making
No,
yourself look good right
I
now.
clean and I'm fun. And I'm actually really, I think every chick thinks this, but I'm kind of very low maintenance.
Low maintenance.
I'm a low maintenance chick. Like I'm not like, ooh, when are we going to commit? When are we going to do that? Can we come meet my parents? I'd like to meet your parents. And can we do this and that? I mean, I'm not like a demanding girlfriend. I don't like put pressure on them. I'm very casual. I'm easy to date.
Yeah.
Not easy.
I think you need to take a cooking class.
I know. Is that bad? I think so too. And I think, you know what?
I can't believe you never cooked ever once for a guy. That is crazy.
But I always date guys that can cook. So it's awesome.
So what? I can cook like a mother effer, but I got
I can order
girlfriends
in.
that cook.
I can order in really well. I can buy foods. I can get stuff at Whole Foods that'll look like I made it, and you won't even know.
Wow, you should just stop talking right now. What else is
Whatever,
going
it's
on?
not my forte. That's it. We should get into some sex news.
All right,
I
what's
think.
in the news of sex?
There actually wasn't like a ton today, but we found some goodies. But whatever. Sex news is okay. So there's a Catholic university getting rid of co-ed dorms to stop people from hooking up. That's going to work.
Yeah.
They've come up with an ingenious way to battle the college trend of getting super hammered and sleeping with that guy you met at the thing or whatever. Get rid of co-ed dorms. This is what college president John Garvey announced on Wall Street. I know it's countercultural. More than 90% of college housing is now co-ed. But Christopher points out that 41% of students in co-ed dorms report binge drinking, and students in single-sex housing, only 17% of them binge drink. And so that's what they're saying as the reason why they shouldn't be in co-ed dorms. They're still going to find ways to have sex.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
That's nothing. That's stupid. But anybody going to college wear flip-flops when you go in the shower at the co-ed dorms because you'll get like fungus.
My
on your
dorm
feet.
was co-ed, but it was every other floor, right? Is that how yours was?
Every other floor. No,
like
I
men,
never had
women, men,
dorms.
women. I don't think we had men next door. No.
I went and stayed with my buddy in San Diego at his dorm for like a week. And it was co-ed dorms, and it was just crazy.
Oh, my God. It's so fun. It's the best part of college. I mean, that's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Don't go to this university. Okay, wiener. A little bit of wiener. A little bit of Wienergate. A little bit of Wienergate. But
What about
we're actually
wiener
taking
now?
it to another level.
Okay.
Is sexting the new age version of infidelity? So he's admitted to inappropriate telephone, email, and Twitter conversations with 6 women in 3 years. He said he did not break any laws and will not resign from office. The big question here is whether online virtual sexual activity and viewing pornography is cheating on your partner. So does sexting constitute cheating? Clinical sexologist says that while flirting can make people feel good about themselves, hiding flirtatious behavior from your partner is cause for concern, online or not. So she's saying it is cheating.
I don't know about pornography, but what he was doing, it's really a toss-up for me because I always think cheating as physical, but some people say even emotional cheating.
Right. Emotional cheating is cheating. It can
bad.
be cheating if you're violating that bond that you have with your partner and it's something that you're hiding and you don't want to tell them, then it's cheating. I think. I mean, it's cheating. There's different degrees of cheating. There's different gradations of it. It's not there's actual penetration. If you make out with someone, if you send them a flirty text. I mean, it's all sort of under the big umbrella of cheating. So
if you make out with somebody, you're cheating.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I hate that. I wish you could just make out and that wasn't cheating, but it usually is.
No, it's
not
funny
that I
because
ever do
my views have changed on this because I used to think it's just strictly physical.
Right. It has changed in recent. This is right.
Yeah, but if it now, I was like, then you really step back and you think, man, if my girlfriend or my wife was flirting with some guy, even though she wasn't giving him a blowjob, that would not be cool.
Or she was sending him pictures of her naked body, of her breasts.
Yeah, she would be out the door so
right,
quick.
so it's cheating. So, but 10 years ago, 15 years ago, this wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
So now there's all these ways to cheat. FYI.
I don't take no crap either. If they're cheating, they're gone.
You're done.
There's no other.
Okay.
I'm not going to work through it or anything like that. I don't care if we were together 15 years and blah, blah, blah. I'm like.
I know you say these things, but who knows what could have been happening in a relationship. Okay, that's fair.
Done.
Okay.
I'm like Shriver. I'm out.
Is she out? What's the latest on her? I haven't read it. What's the latest?
She's going to cash out, dude.
Yeah,
she is
good.
so
How could
done.
she ever be with him again after sleeping with the maid?
Yeah.
Okay, we have polls. Okay, so we talked earlier about the Friends with Benefits program and how Sex with Emily is the most amazing place you can go right now.
Sexwithemily.com.
Sexwithemily.com. Thanks, Menace. And we have polls every day, and we need you to weigh in on our polls. So here's the result from our last poll. Ready? And I could have called this, and
I voted on this last
You
one.
did?
Yeah.
How did you meet the last person that you dated? Okay. At a bar. So, okay, the number one, okay, where should I start? The number one most popular place that people met.
No, you should say
the
number
least
5 and
number
go to
5?
number 1.
Well, they're not in order.
You don't know how to do this.
I don't know. Okay, 12%. This is the 12% said at work.
At work?
1,
that would be my
2,
number
3,
1.
4, 5. That's 5. I know, that's right.
Yeah.
12% at work. 15% at a social event.
Nah, that would never happen.
18% at a bar.
Okay.
26% through a friend or a relative.
That's always good.
And 29% online.
Hell yeah. Because you can filter through so many chicks at one time.
You can send your bulge to as many people as you want.
Yeah,
you could do like a mass email bulge.
It's the online thing is so easy. You can practically, they don't have this on Facebook, but back in the MySpace days.
You loved MySpace.
MySpace was amazing before it got all spammed out. Like, people can't say they didn't like I know it's cool to hate on MySpace now, but back when MySpace was so popular,
you were the king.
You couldn't hate on it. But this is what was cool about MySpace, where you can practically make the chick that you want. You know what I'm saying? By the search. They broke down the search too. I want to find somebody that lives within 5 miles of me. I want them to be this ethnicity. I want them to be this height.
Isn't that what dating sites do though all the time?
Yeah, but this was free.
Oh, right. Okay.
You know?
Uh-huh.
And then you can break down your interests, and boom, there would be 70 people that lived within 5 miles of you of all the interests that you're looking for, and then that's how you just start talking to them online. So I'm not surprised when they say, that's their number one
place. Everyone's meeting online.
It's a little harder.
I've never met anybody online ever. I would say I'm in the 26th percentile, which is through a friend or relative. That's how I mostly meet people these days.
Well, you haven't even had a television in forever.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying, you're not
Like what?
I don't know.
And that
You're not on the interwebs.
Good point. I'm not as socially active. But I am. I mean, I'm hyper social. Like I have events every night this week to go to and things going on.
That's why I keep on running into the same people when you can filter them out on the internet.
Yeah, I don't. I don't want to do that. Okay, and the new poll, the latest poll up there is: are you happy with your sex life? And there's 4 choices. Mm-hmm. No, I want more. Number 2, okay, that's first choice. Number 2, I would just be happy having any sex. Number 3, yes, but I want to start trying new things. And number 4, my sex life is great. I'm having plenty of sex these days.
What?
I want to hear from everyone.
Let me hear
I want to hear from everyone what you feel about your sex life right now.
Break that down one more time. It's
okay.
like 3
Are you happy with your sex life? No, I want more. I want more.
Yeah.
I would be just happy having any sex. That's basically saying I'm not having any sex. Yes, but I want to start trying new things. Or my sex life is great. I'm having plenty of sex these days.
Okay.
So are listeners satisfied or dissatisfied with their sex life right now?
I think the first 3 are like you're dissatisfied.
No, you have to read into it more. There's nuance. You missed it in the reading of it. What's a nuance? There's
Explain.
And there's subtleties within the language that you will realize that they're not all saying the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. Is that good?
That has broken it down for me.
How do you feel about getting into your favorite segment right now?
I am all about it.
Yeah, listener emails. But first, I want to give a shout out to Adam and Eve.
Do it.
Because we love them. And you know what I love about Adam and Eve is that all of our listeners, they actually you say things, but they're like, thank you for Adam and Eve. I'm so appreciative. I got the best sex toys ever, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, people are getting, you can get so many sex toys. You can get lingerie. You can get C-rings. You can get all lubed up. You can do everything. But the best part about you going to Adam and Eve is that they're offering 50% off most items to all Sexual Family listeners. So like most items, 50% off, which is huge. And they'll even throw in 3 adult DVDs and a free gift and free shipping. And all you have to do is go to adamandeve.com and enter coupon code Emily at checkout. And that's where you should go buy your sex toy. And you'll help us. You'll help them. Happy place all around. And you'll have a new sex toy.
All right.
All right. Hey, Emily. First of all, I love your show. I will certainly be subscribing to the Friends with Benefits program. Anyway, my girlfriend and I have been seeing each other for about 6 months now, and I've gotten curious on trying a threesome. I've already gotten a friend who's bi that's interested if my girlfriend is down for it. So here's the dilemma. I really don't know how to bring up the topic. Any help would be appreciated. Thanks. Alex from Louisville, Kentucky.
Alex he wants to bring in another chick, right? Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Yep. So here's some tips. Ready?
That's a tough one.
This is the way you do it. You just say to her, first of all, I think what you do, he wants to ease into it. Mm-hmm. It is a tough one. First of all, I mean, I'm going to get into that in a second about like, first of all, threesomes have broken up many relationships. Yeah. I know it's a bummer. It's men's number one fantasy is to have a threesome, and yet it's a huge cause of people breaking up. So what do you do there? So you got to get into it. You got to get into it very, very carefully. You got to ease into a threesome by making it just a fantasy to begin with. So just talk to your partner and say, hey, so what, do you ever have any fantasies? And she might say, yeah, I've always thought about being with, this is your perfect scenario, is when she says, oh yeah, I've always thought about being with another woman. And then you're like, really? Well, would you ever really want to try it? And then you slowly do it. You don't just say, hey, my bisexual friend wants to join us. Like, you don't jump into it that way, because that's what he says. He's got a bisexual friend. So kind of just make it a secret, like a kind of a secret fantasy between the two of you, and talk about it for a while. Like, don't just rush into it. And then, like, if she seems interested in the real life, then you can plan the details and discuss how you both envision it. And if you do agree to the threesome, you've got to have rules. Like, she might not want to see you with having sex with the other woman. Maybe you're not allowed to kiss her, whatever it is. We've done a lot of shows on threesomes, and we'll continue to do them because it is one of our main questions that we get asked. So just ease into it, be careful, and just make sure if you get to the point where she's down, you're down with it, you have to set ground rules.
This is the strategy I would take. What? Why do you roll your eyes every time I say that? Why?
I didn't roll my eyes.
All right.
It was with love.
This is the strategy I would take. You cannot bring up the threesome. You can't say, I want to have a threesome.
I said that too.
Hold on,
okay.
hold on. You gotta let me finish. You can't bring up the threesome. You can't say that you have the girl that's down to have the threesome, all that stuff. That is gonna blow up in your face.
Yeah.
Totally, because she's going to become jealous of the bisexual chick and not want her around or anything like that. So, have a couple martinis,
oh Jesus,
or whatever, and then you suggest like, have the bisexual girl, kind of, like, oh, we should kiss to his girlfriend, right? So you should kind of just like kind of imply that they should make out. So once they get comfortable with
Are you 12?
making out,
You want them to get drunk at the bar and then both of them say it'd be cute if you guys made out?
or just be in on it with
Okay,
the
my
bisexual chick. Hold on, God, let me finish. Be in with it with the bisexual chick. Have the bisexual chick, flirt with your girlfriend, and like then they start kind of like maybe making out, and then you can see if she's at least open to it.
So
right?
that's when you get to the stage of it, right? But
So
I'm
then
saying
they're
that you should
comfortable,
discuss it
and
first.
then you go in for the kill, and you.
How has this worked for you?
I'm just saying this is how it's going to work. If you can say,
Have
hey,
you
know
ever
what?
have
Hey.
you ever practiced this?
No, but I'm just saying.
Right,
it's a
you've
better
never had
strategy
one
than,
and it's never
okay,
worked for you.
Because women, let's get everything out in the open, blah, 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 blah. That's not going to work.
Communication is a lubrication.
Oh, my God. Are
Okay,
you,
moving
what
on.
planet are you living on? Like, seriously, like, if you say, I want to have a threesome with my friend that's a bisexual,
did you hear
she's
it?
down. Are you down? I'm just trying to give a different
I got it.
different
I got
way.
it. But what I'm saying is ease into it. Talk to her. Have you ever had a fantasy? A lot of couples never discuss what their fantasies are. Like, she might be appalled by it, and then he doesn't ever
Yeah.
suggest that they get kissed at the bar. That's
You're
what I said.
screwed. That's why you should see if the friend can get her into it a little bit, and then you can find out if she's open to it or not. And then they're comfortable with each other,
Okay.
and then you can go in. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I hear you. Thanks. Hello. Okay. All right. I've been listening to your show with Stitcher for about 4 months. I love the show. My question is, about 2 months ago, you talked about how the muscle that controls one's urethra can also help a man not be a 1-minute man and how to exercise it. But how do I know if I'm exercising it correctly? I followed the directions as you said them, but I worry that maybe somehow I'm not doing it right. Thanks for the advice, Emily. Adam M. in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Well, first, I was talking about the Kegel exercises, which I have an app called Kegel Camp, which you can download. It's only for the iPhone right now, but it is awesome. And it's the PC muscle. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the PC muscle. It's the one of group of 4 muscles that make up the pelvic floor. So this is how men can find it. It is located about an inch behind the scrotum, and you're probably most aware of it during ejaculation when it involuntarily contracts. Okay? If you're still a little unsure about the location of this muscle, the best way to find it is to voluntarily stop the flow of urine midstream the next time you're urinating. The PC muscle is a muscle you feel contract in the no man's land between your scrotum and your anus. It's that pee stopping muscle, like when you have to pee and then you stop because someone's walking in the room.
The taint.
That's the muscle that you exercise in. You breathe in, you breathe out, you contract it, you release it, you contract it, you release it, and that really helps men with premature ejaculation.
Guys call it the taint.
Sure.
That's what
it's
it is.
taint. Taint this, taint that, or whatever. So that's my response to Adam. And do you want to disagree where the
No.
urethra is?
I'm just saying that the street terms are called taint.
It's true. You're right. You bring in the street.
The street term.
I love it.
Just in case he doesn't know the medical term of, your PC muscles.
Exactly.
That's all.
Appreciate it. Hey, Emily and Menace, when I first found your podcast, my wife and I were going through a rough patch in our marriage, and your advice has really been helpful in turning everything around. Your advertisements for Adam and Eve were excellent, and we purchased some really fun games and videos. I took it upon myself to listen to a few of your older podcasts, and I have to say that the episode about emotional infidelity truly hit home because my wife was beginning to have an emotional affair without even realizing it. I believe it was Menace that said emotional infidelity was not actually cheating as it is not physical. I personally feel that emotional affairs are just that, affairs. While they may not be physical, they can cause the person caught in the affair to become distant from their partner and may eventually lead to the end of a relationship. I'm curious as to what your opinions are on the matter now and if Menace has changed his position on the matter. Keep up the great work, Tyler from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Well, we just discussed that. I have changed my views.
Yeah, we
about
said
that.
right. Mm-hmm. With all the online activity now and how people are connecting and sending intimate emails and texts and pictures and all that stuff, I think that it is cheating. Yeah, we talked about that a little earlier on the show that I think it is cheating. And it's whatever makes you feel. I mean, if it makes you feel your wife was dishonest to you, if she's been dishonest to you in a way, or she's creating a secret intimacy with someone else and not sharing that with you, I would say that's cheating.
Yeah,
Other
but
couples
I think that he
might
said
have,
that was in the past, so that's good that they got over it with some Adam and Eve.
with some Adam and Eve sex toys. I want to know when he said that he bought some really fun games and videos.
Yeah.
There's so many fun. I think that like the sex dice that I brought in, Menace wants to create his own sex dice that just says blowjob on it on one side and shut the F up on the other.
And clean something and cook dinner. I told that to a
Those would
few
be my
people, they
biggest
loved
nightmare
it.
sex dice. It'd be like cook. I'm like, sorry, I can't do that. Can we
Yeah.
roll again?
It's like I rolled the first dice. One side of the dice just says blowjob, so then I get the blowjob, and then I rolled the second part of the dice, and it says, clean kitchen.
Right. Awesome. But the thing about sex games is that they do have these really fun sex games where you can ask your partner different questions and you can learn, like truth or dare, or there are these little like the erotica cards that I did a show on this a few weeks back. And how you find out more about your partner. I know you think it's silly to talk about it, but a lot of times men can't just dive in with threesome. Like, here, look, I found my bisexual friend. Would you like to have a threesome? You need to like ease into it. Like that might already be your fantasy. Like, how psyched are you if you've been dying to have a threesome and your girl says to you, yeah, I've actually always thought about being with a woman, which is like a number one, like a top fantasy for women. So it might be your in, Yeah. Hey, Emily. What
I was trying to think of a game that I can make in a sexual game. Like,
I want to make a sex game. I know
like
I say
Chutes
this
and
every day.
Ladders or Dungeon Dragon.
That I want to make. Yeah. Exactly.
Just a dirty
you
version.
could turn a dirty version. You could turn everything into a sex game. But Adam and Eve does have a lot of really fun, just like games for couples, like how to loosen up sexually. So it helps. Emily, I accidentally stumbled upon your show. What?
I always laugh when they say that.
What?
I accidentally stumbled upon your show.
I know. We always laugh at that. We're like, what were you searching for?
Yeah.
I accidentally stumbled upon your show on my Palm Pre app, and I can't stop listening. I'm a 20-year-old female, and I can't remember a time when I was ever attracted to a man less than 20 years my senior. I'm currently dating a 44-year-old with whom I worked with for a year and a half. We were dating for about 4 months before I decided to move on to a new job. He is truly a phenomenal person, and our relationship only continues to get stronger. We've been together for a year now. I think it feels great. Go for it. Keep up the great talk, M. Signed, Lauren. So Lauren is saying I should date someone older too. I should go for it. I think if it feels right, go for it. Or she's just saying in her life it works for her. She's 20 years. That's different. That's a big difference. Don't you think?
You want to get with an older man?
No, I mean older than me. I would, yeah, but not like super. Like not. I can't imagine
Hugh
dating.
Hefner old.
I can't imagine. Although he's single now.
Yeah.
I can't imagine dating anyone 20 years older. I think that is and I have tons of friends who have. I mean, many friends who have. I just think that that's a huge age gap.
That's
It's like generational. It's like,
yeah.
what do you talk about? Like,
I don't know what
Right.
you would talk about.
I don't know. I'd
You're
be
like,
like,
I used to have a cassette tape. And then
I still
what
have
the
one.
hell is that?
I still have cassette tapes. I know, exactly. It would be sort of whatever, but it works for her. So that's what I'm saying is that in love and in relationships that I give advice all day long, but there's no rhyme or rule. There's no, it's not set in stone. Sometimes people find great loves with every different kind of person. Okay. Hi, Emily. I just got into your podcast. I have great parents that taught me gradually about sex from a medical dictionary textbook. They also said sex is fun and that it's better when you love the person. I hit puberty before all the other girls, and I had an orgasm from masturbating, just doing what felt good, and had a small orgasm without knowing what it was. I've recently, within this year, started being able to ejaculate. Could you please talk a bit more about it on your show? Also, Oh My, which is a brand, makes some great vegetarian lube that has grapefruit juice in it, and you can actually eat it if you really wanted to for oral. I just wanted to mention that since you mentioned some girls, guys taste odd or gross. That's funny because we're doing a hygiene show in a few minutes. I don't remember saying gross, but maybe you did. Okay. Could you possibly talk about allergies and sex? Because I couldn't use, she gets nothing because I can't use latex condoms or vinyl. Keep it up. It's enjoyable and funny and educational. Jane.
What do you use if you're allergic to latex?
Well, thank you. That's a good
vinyl?
question. You can tell if you're allergic. This is how you can tell if you're allergic to latex. There's a protein in the latex that you use to make condoms, and so people are allergic to this protein. Symptoms include like a hive-like rash, itching, dryness, and sometimes shortness of breath, welts, and eczema. But sometimes women think they're allergic to condoms, but they're actually not allergic to latex, but it's not actually the latex. It could be the spermicide or the lubricant that's actually in the condom. So you just should switch brands. It doesn't mean that you are not, but there are other options. You can try lambskin or polyurethane condoms, but the problem with those condoms are they're a lot thinner and they could break easier. They could tear easier. So it's kind of like make sure that you really do have a latex allergy before you move on to lambskin or polyurethane because while they are good, they're not. There's a lot of studies that say they can break, and that's a bummer, right? But female ejaculation, you just skipped right over that, Menace.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you went right to the condom.
I just want to know. I just educate people
because there's
what to
lots of
get.
women,
Yeah.
right? Because there's Okay, so I need to hydrate to talk about female ejaculation. So, okay, here's what it is. Do you know what it is? All women, I'm just going to tell you a few things about it. They have a functional prostate gland about the side of their thumb that surrounds their urethra, just like the male prostate. It produces fluid beginning at puberty. So within the prostate gland, there can be an area of increased sensitivity, more commonly referred to as the G-spot. When the prostate, so this is when a woman can ejaculate. When the prostate gland is stimulated, many women experience female ejaculation and a distinctive type of orgasm. It's the vaginal orgasm. And the liquid released during female ejaculation is not the same as urine. So there's like a lot of a debate out there that people think that it doesn't really exist, but it does really exist, female ejaculation.
So
and you can practice,
the
you can
girl's
learn.
not really peeing on you.
No, they're not peeing on you. They're really not. I mean, they might be if that's their thing.
Yeah.
But it really is a whole different fluid, comes from a different place, a whole different thing. And usually you can learn to, by stimulating the G-spot with your fingers or with a vibrator, you can learn to make yourself ejaculate. You can learn it. It's a learned skill. You just have to practice. So that's where it all happens. Yeah. What?
That's it for emails?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I just
But
wanna
we
make
have
sure.
to get into we've got a lot about hygiene.
Okay, can I
So,
skip
but
to
we'll-
one
we'll-
quick
we'll-
thing
but
then?
we'll do one more and then we're going to get into because I love the topic of today's show.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't know what your last email is about. What's your last email, real quick?
Erogenous zones.
Rogers. Okay. We'll save that for a second. What about my big idea?
Oh.
How are you just going to blow over $1 million
Because
billion idea, everybody, that I came up with yesterday for the show, where there's a USB machine that will have sex with you?
I didn't understand that.
What do you mean you didn't understand it?
I just forwarded you the email. So one of our listeners forwarded us.
Well, okay, let me break it down.
Break it down.
How do you not understand this? All right? This is how it goes.
You're surprised?
I don't get it. So I came up with $1 million idea for having a sex toy that you can plug in USB to your computer that will have sex with you while you're listening to the Sex with Emily show.
How do you have
Right.
sex with it?
You put it on your wiener, or it could be like a dildo, and it has sex with you while you're listening.
Right.
So
Sex
you want
memory.
me to demonstrate, everybody? I have a iPhone plugged into USB right now.
Right.
Right? So pretend my iPhone is a sex toy.
Okay.
We're talking right now while the show's going on. Your iPhone is having sex with you.
Okay.
And you didn't even look at the email that was sent?
I just forwarded
yesterday?
it. I was
apparently
busy.
there's something out there that is exactly what I'm
Exactly like
talking
that.
about.
Right. Okay.
I had huge response on my Facebook yesterday about this.
Oh, you posted it?
No, about people
Oh, okay, right,
listening
right,
to the
right,
show.
right. So
and
there's
they're
some kind of
like,
menace wants us to sell some plugins so you can have sex while you're listening to the show.
I think you're blowing over something that people really enjoyed. That's all. A lot of people hit me up on Facebook.
I
thought
don't
it
get
was a
it
brilliant
though. I
idea.
don't get it. I don't get
What do you
it.
mean? It's like, okay,
it's
let me
but
bring
if
it
you're a
back to
man,
archaic
if
days.
you're a man,
Okay.
and it's plugged in like your iPhone, how do you have sex? It's like a.
It's like one of those pocket vagina things.
That's what I thought. But it
Yes.
looked hard. It looked hard.
Do you see the hole
I was
where you
no,
stick
it was
your
late,
wiener?
and I just forwarded it to you. No,
Okay.
whatever. But thank you for sending it. Whoever sent that in, we should give a shout out to him tomorrow.
Yes.
What I think so.
Nothing.
Menace,
You
you
hurt my
really think we
feelings.
should? I did. Oh,
Yeah, that you didn't
oh.
look into it because I thought. Because
I mean, 'cause
thought
I didn't
had
think you were being
something to
serious.
respond to it. People responding.
I didn't think you were being serious.
I'm not serious. Like I really want to make it, but it was funny that I talked about it, and there is something out there that's like that.
I know that is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That is, it's exciting. I wonder where you can buy. Like, there was a special website for it and everything.
Yeah, it was crazy because the website looks so generic and like a business website,
Right.
but they
It looks
layered
like a
that-
medical device.
Yeah, but it's an actual USB device that will have sex with you on your computer.
While you listen to Sex with Emily, why not
Yeah.
have sex? I like it, Menace. I like it. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. It's
All
good.
right. Okay, let's get to the erogenous zones.
I
about
don't- I
kissing
think-
necks and stuff like that. All right. No, okay, we don't have time. Well, let's go into the other thing.
Oh my God, you're hilarious. It is about kissing necks, Menace.
I know.
Why do you have a problem with kissing the necks?
No, I don't have problems with kissing the necks.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, we're going to have to get to those emails tomorrow.
I don't want to hear somebody crying about how their neck is not getting kissed. That's all.
That's not what it was about. But you have to tune in tomorrow
And you'll find
because we're
out.
doing a daily show. Does everyone realize this is daily? This is live. There's video. We have cameras in the studio, and soon we'll be
on
taking.
top of it being an audio podcast, it is also a video podcast that you can carry with you everywhere.
Everywhere.
And you can even watch it on your television if you wanted to. And Emily's going to be responding to all your emails via the website, the polls. There's so many new things. And
Blogs.
we're just working out everything with Stitcher, too. So if there's like some weird stuff going on, you can still listen with the Stitcher app on your smart device.
Exactly.
And the app is free.
The app is free, right?
yeah,
and you just got to join and become a Friends Benefit. Support us. Support our work. Like, we're changing the world one orgasm at a time. We are helping everyone with their sex life. We've helped millions of people with their sex life. And hopefully, you learn something. It's worth it. And you want to pay and sign up. We totally appreciate that. We want to do that. We love that. Ready? Top
Yes.
6 personal. Okay. So we're talking about hygiene, right?
Yeah.
So here's just some personal hygiene mistakes, right? I'm just going to run through these real quick. Hair in the wrong places. Don't have hair growing out of places it shouldn't. You should trim. We did a whole trimming show a few weeks ago. Stench. Don't stink. Use deodorant. Wear cologne or perfume if necessary. These are just complaints and the top hygiene mistakes. Bad breath. So brush your teeth. Smoking. Avoid smoker's breath or don't smoke. Oily, greasy hair, and creepy fingernails. Those are the top 6 personal hygiene mistakes that people are making. And so I thought that was important just to bring up because you should examine all those things that, do you have hair in the wrong places? How do you smell bad? I mean, the problem is people don't know they smell bad.
Yeah.
How can you tell them?
Oh, my God. I don't know how to tell people.
How do you do that? When a guy, there's the guy that you always see and you're like, oh my God, he's coming closer and he has the worst breath ever. And then you have to hold in your breath because you really can't.
Stinks.
How do you tell someone? You don't.
I don't.
So
I
everyone
mean,
is listening. You might have bad breath, and you should go talk to your best friend and breathe in their face and ask them.
Yeah, well, no, I ask people all the time, does my breath stink? Please tell me. if
Right.
My breath
Do they
stinks.
tell you?
Yeah, they'll tell me.
Oh, they will? You have
They'll
good
be
friends
no,
like
it's
that.
fine. Yeah.
Oh, good. So you should do that, you guys. You should do that with all your friends. Ask them, do you have creepy fingernails, oil or greasy hair, or whatever. So
Can I ask you what is the perfume that you wear, if you wear any?
I do. I wear 2 different perfumes. I wear Joe Malone, which is my favorite. Joe Malone. I wear Nectarine and Honey Blossom.
Where's that from?
Neiman Marcus.
Yeah.
And then I also wear Gucci for men.
Gucci for men?
Yeah, but it
What?
smells amazing. I don't know, because I love it. Like, I love it, love it, love it. That's what I wear. Dude, what do you wear? You always wear something.
I wear
You smell good. I never
Chanel Platinum.
Did I ever tell you that you smell good?
Thank you.
You do smell good always.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Chanel Platinum. I used to wear Chanel Platinum and then switch off between Dolce & Gabbana, but the Dolce & Gabbana was it smelled good, but it was just too strong.
Okay.
I just put on like a dab, and it's like you think I took a shower in it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, wear cologne or whatever if you need to. Okay, we're going to talk about how to make your sperm taste better. Because here's the
Okay.
thing. Let me tell you this. You got to take care of your body. And if you are eating things or eating foods or putting things in your body, you're not working out, you're not exercising, you're not getting rid of any toxins in your body. If you have a toxic diet or a toxic life, it's going to come out in your semen. So there are some things that you can do to make it taste better.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Cut out. And okay, I'm not saying you have to do all of these things. These are just some suggestions because I could never cut out alcohol, caffeine, recreational drugs, and nicotine. I can't cut out any of those. But anyway, I don't have to, I'm not, but we also are going to get into how to make your vagina taste better too in a minute. They're all pollutants, so cut out alcohol, caffeine, recreational drugs. Drink lots of water, 1 to 2 liters a day to flush out body toxins. Eat plenty of fruit to sweeten your sperm taste. Pineapple, papaya, cranberry, melons, mangoes, apples, grapes are all good choices. These fruits are high in sugars and offset the bitter taste. While it is true vegetarians generally have better tasting sperm, there are vegetables to avoid. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Any vegetables from the cabbage family are big offenders, including cauliflower, broccoli, or asparagus.
Ugh. It's gross, anyways. Who
Cut
eats
out
that
red
crap?
meat. You don't eat vegetables. You're yelling at me. Do you eat vegetables? Do you cook? Do you cook?
Yeah, I cook.
You do? Can I come over for dinner?
No.
I'm hungry all the time. I can't cook. Hungry every day. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Cut out red meat. It's one of the main offenders. It says.
Yeah,
It makes sperm taste like salt.
I just recently did that. I went back to cutting that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I went vegetarian for like a year, and then I had to do some TV show, and I ate a steak, and it was delicious. And then I went back to eating meat, but then probably about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I started cutting out red meat again.
Wow. Why? Oh, because you love red meat. You're a big. I'm not a big red meat eater.
Yeah, I love it, but it's just not lean enough.
Right,
you know?
right. Okay, well, that's good because it'll make your sperm taste better. Avoid heavy spices such as garlic and onions. They're big offenders when it comes to sperm
Who's eating
taste.
this crap?
Everyone eats garlic and onions.
But,
It's like in all the food.
Like so much that affects your sperm.
Yeah, on a daily basis for sure. Do not buy products that claim to make your semen taste better. There's no evidence that they work.
Okay, then what's the evidence that eating different is going to make it work?
Because it's true. You are what you eat and what comes out of you. So here's a story. Ready?
Okay.
So I have a friend who was dating a woman for a while, and he's a very close friend of mine. And he was like, you know what, Emily? I think she's amazing, whatever. But I got it. We were talking about their sex life, of course, because that's what I talk about. And he said, I don't like the way she tastes. So when he's performing oral, she was a vegan.
Oh, yeah.
She took tons of vitamins.
Yeah.
And he's like, she tasted horrible. She tasted like vitamins.
Yeah.
And so, you mean, you are what you put in your body, and that's what's going to come out of you. So I thought that was a really interesting story. I was like, God, yeah, note to self, like throw away vitamins. You know, I don't know, but I don't take vitamins. I'm saying.
Not to get too
Not to bring me
disgusting here,
down, but what?
Vegans have the worst smelling farts on the planet.
They do?
Oh my God, it's so bad.
Didn't know
I
that.
used to work with one, and he would, and then apparently vegans fart a lot too, and it was so
All the beans and fiber.
Yeah, it was so bad. It was like.
So I wonder,
just
but,
think of the
but,
worst
but they,
sewer
okay,
you've
so
ever
maybe
smelled
they're
in your life.
right. Okay, so maybe they smell bad in that way, but their semen's
Yeah.
amazing.
No way! You're
I don't
just
know.
saying that they're nasty tasting.
No, I didn't.
And
I
I'm
said
not
that-
knocking vegans. I mean, if you can eat that lifestyle,
Try to
it's
meet
amazing.
as natural food as possible. Okay.
But I'm just saying, you know, if you break wind, like, you know, find the hazmat suit that you can put on or something.
That's crazy. And you
Yeah.
knew it was coming from him.
Oh yeah, it was so bad. It was going around the office. We're like, dude, it was, one of the bosses said like, hey, you're gonna have to go somewhere.
Really?
And that it was so bad.
That is bad.
Yeah.
Maybe he had a problem.
No, this is
Beyond the vegan thing.
Yeah.
Okay, here's how to make your vagina taste better.
Okay.
Women.
I really want to make my vagina.
Dude,
Taste
women
better.
want to know proper hygiene. While the inside of the vagina usually keeps itself clean, the outside can use a little help sometimes. Wash every day with gentle additive-free soap to keep it fresh and smelling nice. But don't use those douches and all that stuff because that stuff is BS and it's bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
Shaving. If you don't mind shaving, consider that once the pubic hair is gone, things like sweat won't get trapped in that area. That's another reason for women to shave it all off,
Clean
I
it
guess.
up, ladies.
Shaving will also improve the taste, much the same way it improves the smell. How about that? Flavored oils. There are flavored massage oils available that can be used on the vagina to improve the taste and smell, but these are only to be used during sex, not during everyday activities. So there's special things you could use, but again, check the ingredients. Be careful with stuff like that. But if it says it's specifically for that, I'd get a second opinion. Check it out. Make sure the kind you get is specifically, exactly, intended for sex. Drinking juice for women, same thing. Cranberry and pineapple juice have both been reported to improve the taste and scent.
Yeah.
Even if you only drink a glass of one of these juices a day, you can still see changes. The pineapple juice trick works for men too. So if you live with your partner, consider getting him to try it with you. I think this would be a very interesting experience. Overall, stick to a diet of lots of vegetables, fruit, and whole grains, and try to avoid foods that affect your
Just
breath
do
and body odor.
fruit.
Just eat fruit and vegetables. We should all just be
Vegetables
healthier.
are gross.
I know. No, they're not. I'm like, I know. No, they're not. I want to like do a whole juice cleanse.
I'm
With my
big
friend I
into-
was mentioning earlier, Dina.
Yeah.
She's an amazing cleanser. Like, I
Then
really.
you guys can go do yoga and meditate.
Exactly.
somewhere
What's
on a
wrong with
mountain.
that? I think it's just, this is another reason why people should just try to be healthier. If you're complaining
Yeah.
about your sex life, and I'm not saying it's because your semen's bad, and I'm not saying that I've ever even complained about a man's semen or anything and that you have a problem. I'm just giving you suggestions here. But, I think that, really the healthier you are, what you eat, if you exercise, it's going to bode better for your sex life, for sure.
Are you going to plan on changing your diet at all?
No.
Okay.
I
What's your
might
usual
have-
diet?
I have.
You don't have to pretend that you eat all healthy and all that stuff.
I
Just
don't.
Be real. What do you
Dude,
eat?
I'm real. I have every morning. I get the same scone from my coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
I get a medium coffee from Martha's Coffee in San Francisco, which is the best coffee in the whole world. Martha's. Shout out to Martha's. Coffee, muffin, and then I usually eat like a yogurt, like a Greek yogurt,
Okay.
and I like to put flaxseed in it for fiber and honey. It's like a good breakfast thing too, like later in the day. And then yesterday I had Quiznos sub.
For dinner?
No, for lunch. I had a
did you have
Quiznos
dinner?
sub. I last night had a light. I went with the interns. We
Yeah,
went out for
okay.
Thai food.
Yeah.
We went out for Thai food, and I had Thai food. Just a little bit though, but not enough. So then I went home and I ate more, but nothing that healthy. Just what I had, like string cheese and not much food in my house. Tuna fish. I didn't eat it, but I could have. Tuna fish. I have times where that's the only thing I have in my house that's edible. Like if there's an earthquake, it's like just me and a can of like Charlie tuna, and I'm like, that's me. That's all I got to eat. You do?
I seriously
Don't
if
come
I
over my
smell it,
house.
I'll
That's all I
throw
have.
up.
Well, that's all I got to make for you next time you come over. But we can go to Whole Foods. It'll be awesome. Okay, that's what we got for you today on today's show. Yeah?
Was it good for you?
Was it good? Was it? Was it good for you, Menace?
It was good for me.
Awesome. Okay, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for checking out the show. And we just want to thank everyone again for subscribing to the show and checking out the new website. Please, please, please go check out sexwithemily.com and check me out on Facebook and Twitter, Sex with Emily and Menace.
Whitemenace.com. But you know what? Check us out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because it's every day.
It's every day.
1 p.m.
Every day, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you can also go on demand. And you can, if you can't make it 1 and 2 p.m., you can also get these all archived on demand. And we've got like 2 weeks of live shows now, pretty much.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
They are really good.
They're really good. Like, I actually think these are the best shows we've ever done.
Yeah?
Yes.
Because you got a whole team backing you.
I know. Finally, I've been doing it myself or whatever. And you. Okay. Lots of love to everyone. Thanks for listening. Was it good for you? Email me feedback@sexwithemily.com. Thanks for listening to Sex with Emily. One of the reasons you're able to listen to us for free is because of the incredible people at Good Vibrations. Good Vibrations is a sex-positive store carrying the best toys with an informative website at goodvibes.com. I got my very first toy from Good Vibrations, so I've been a fan for a long time, and they never disappoint. They have a huge online store at goodvibes.com, and you can literally find anything on there from toys to DVDs to games. Just click on the Good Vibrations banner at sexwithemily.com and enter coupon code GVEmily20 for 20% off on orders of $100 or more. So check it out. You'll help yourself, and you'll help keep Sex with Emily free, just like it should be. Thanks for listening. I promise your sex life will improve.